Hello, my lovely army! This is BTS Saren, here to melt your hearts again! Can you believe it has already been nearly 3 months since all our 7 princes returned to us? After pouring their souls into creating a new masterpiece in LA for next spring, our boys have finally touched down safely back in Korea. I am sure they are resting now. But my heart tells me they will come find us on Weverse Live very soon to whisper all the details. But today, today, we absolutely must talk about our visual king Taehyung, who came back to us on June 10th. Did you see it? I know you did! Yesterday, V blessed our eyes by updating his Instagram story, and I nearly dropped my phone. He posted a video that made the entire fandom scream in delight, because guess who was shining right there beside him? It was none other than our golden maknae, Jungkook. With a sweet caption saying happy birthday, he even tagged Jungkook's account. Just seeing them together felt like a dream come true. I think it's safe to say they were enjoying a lovely lunch date together. It felt so fresh, like a candid moment stolen just for us. And you know V, he is a master of details. The music he chose for that video has the detectives in our fandom buzzing with excitement. The artist, Danielle Balbuena, also known as 070 Shake, was born in 1997, and her birthday is June 13th. Does that date ring a bell? Our Taehyung really thinks about every little detail, doesn't he? It is these hidden messages that make us fall for him even harder. ARMY is always left speechless by his thoughtfulness. And then, perhaps right after his sweet date with Jungkook, V made a grand entrance at the International Art Fair held at Paradise City. He attended the Paradise Art Night to celebrate the opening of Freeze Seoul 2025. It was a night of elegance. He appeared in a stunning all-black outfit, looking like a CEO from a romance manhwa. His mature aura was simply breathtaking, but the moment that truly tugged at my heartstrings was when he spoke to the media. He smiled and said, "Hello, I am V." Then he said, "Today is Jungkook's birthday, so please focus all your attention on him." He ended with a thank you, diverting the spotlight entirely to the birthday boy. Can you believe how selfless he is? Instead of talking about himself, he used his moment to celebrate his little brother. It was such a tender, big brother moment, wanting the whole world to shower Jungkook with love. I was so touched I nearly cried. And the blessings didn't stop there. Our leader Namjoon also posted a story. And it was a legendary 2-shot with V. It seems Namjoon was also gracing the opening event of Freeze Seoul 2025 with his charismatic presence. We didn't see an interview from him, so perhaps he slipped in fashionably late? Mysterious as always. Now that V is back in Korea, I have a feeling we will be seeing him at many more glamorous events. He is ready to spoil us and bring joy to ARMY in so many new ways. I am really looking forward to it. Now, let's turn our hearts to the birthday boy himself. Jungkook, who returned from the song camp in LA, discharged on June 11th. In the middle of the night yesterday, he surprised us all by turning on a birthday Weverse Live from his home. Yesterday, September 1st, our golden baby officially turned 28 years old. A huge happy birthday to him. During that live, there was a moment where he got serious, and it is something we really need to listen to carefully. On the August 31st stream, he opened up about a scary incident involving a woman in her 40s who trespassed into his home parking lot on August 30th. He mentioned that she was caught, and his tone was firm but calm. It seems she followed his car into his sanctuary around 11:20 at night, slipping in before the gate closed. Reports say she was caught right there in the underground parking lot. It must have been quite a shock. Jungkook recalled the moment, saying he was watching everything unfold on the security cameras like a hawk. He heard noises, and when he opened the door, the police were already there protecting him. She apparently claimed to be his friend. He looked into the camera and said, "ARMY are my family and my friends. But this was a disappointment." He expressed his frustration, saying he is grateful for the support, but acts like that leave him feeling confused and stifled. He pleaded with genuine emotion. "Please, do not come to my house. If you enter my parking lot by mistake, you cannot leave unless I open it." He reminded everyone that everything is recorded and warned that if people don't want to face the police, they must respect his space. He was protecting his boundaries like a true adult. The media had already been buzzing about this intrusion, so Jungkook likely addressed it directly to clear the air and reassure us with his own voice. Honestly, I think Jungkook's security is impenetrable, like an iron fortress. So instead of meeting him, anyone who tries that will only meet the police station. Let's keep loving him respectfully from afar, Army! Since our darling Jungkook's address was leaked, I worry that some people might think they can just show up and see him. But knowing our smart golden maknae, I am absolutely sure he checked the security perfectly before he bought that beautiful home. I really, truly hope that no scary incidents happen to our precious boy in the future. Though my heart aches a little thinking that our dream of a Han River run with V, Jungkook, and Army still seems so far away. But amidst all that longing, did you see how sweet our Taehyung was? As I whispered earlier, he likely treated Cookie to a lovely birthday lunch. And at the opening event for Free Seoul 2025, he spoke so fondly about Jungkook's birthday. It made my heart flutter. V even posted the cutest congratulations on his Instagram story for us to see. Fans are whispering that the handsome photo was probably taken during their time together in LA. I wonder if our Cookie went out for a yummy dinner with his friends that night too. As long as he spent his special day smiling and having fun, I am the happiest Army in the world. Now, let's talk about our lovely Jimin, who came back to us on June 11th. About a week ago, something surprising happened. Actress Son Dawon, who had those dating rumors with him before, posted a video on her TikTok that had us all gasping. It showed a heart-pounding moment where she seemed to be waiting for someone in front of an apartment elevator. And when those silver doors slid open, our very own Jimin walked out. She surprised him, and his reaction was just priceless. He looked so shocked and said, "You startled me. Did you know I was coming? I came without telling you on purpose." It was so candid. Even though the video was deleted quickly, our lightning-fast fandom had already saved it, and it spread like wildfire. She had teased us with little hints before, hadn't she? But this time, seeing Jimin clearly in the frame, it felt like a line was finally crossed. It was on a whole different level than before, and I think we were all holding our breath. But then yesterday, Big Hit Music stepped in to protect our hearts and address the video directly. They confirmed the truth, that yes, they did date, but it was actually years ago, in the past. And the most important part? They reassured us that they are absolutely not in a relationship right now. I know some of you saw whispers on social media claiming the company's comment was fake, or that the translations floating around were wrong. It was so confusing, wasn't it? But trust me, loves, that statement regarding Jimin and Son Dawon is definitely official. I know we usually expect these things on Weverse, so it felt strange. Some people thought it was made up by the media, but this was a formal announcement sent straight to the press. It is actually quite normal. BTS has released official statements to news agencies like this before. It happens separately from their usual social media fun, specifically for serious clarifications. So we can rest easy knowing this is their official stance. Weverse is for our happy moments, right? That platform is for the boys to share their joy and events with us, their beloved Army. For sensitive topics like this, going through the media is the standard way to handle it professionally. Now, let me clear up that tricky translation that was confusing everyone on social media. Some versions said one side had feelings and contacted the other to maintain a relationship, and that this was years ago and they don't talk now. Reading that, it sounds like maybe only she liked him, or they were still chatting until recently, right? It gives off a nuance that they simply aren't in contact at this exact moment. But if we look at the original Korean with love and accuracy, the meaning is different. It actually says, the artists did continue a relationship where they had mutual feelings in the past. But that specific time was years ago, and they are not in a dating relationship now. A direct translation tells us they shared good feelings and had a bond back then. But it firmly states that the timeline was years ago, and they are not together anymore. The first confusing translation said one side, but the Korean clearly refers to the other party. It seems the confusion came from translating Korean to English and then to Japanese. But now we know the truth. Even I know some people really want to believe that narrative, and maybe I'm stepping on toes by saying this, but I just have to be real with you. However, the agency's official statement was so careful, saying they had built a connection with good feelings in the past. But between you and me, I think they soften the words to make it as gentle as a spring breeze for us. I truly feel their number one priority right now is protecting our precious Jimin at all costs. Honestly, seeing armies fighting each other just to deny his past romance breaks my heart. It feels so wrong when we should be united. Isn't the most important thing right now to shield Jimin and make sure absolutely nothing clouds their glorious comeback next spring? Of course, that feeling of not wanting to believe it, that pain of not wanting to accept it. Oh, my darling, I understand that ache with every fiber of my being. But I believe we are strong enough to overcome these facts together, hand in hand. We can't say this won't happen again in the future. And if we crumble every single time, our hearts just won't survive the journey. So let's take a deep breath together. Inhale, exhale, calm our heavy hearts, and get back to cheering them on with all the love we have. Because I just know that by next spring, they're going to gift us with the most beautiful songs and dances that will make us forget everything else. Now, hold on to your hearts, because yesterday we got some massive news about BTS's comeback that I simply have to share with you. Our boys are aiming for a legendary return next spring. And rumors are flying that March is the magic month. Can you believe it? They are reportedly planning to shoot a spectacular new music video in the States very soon. The visual concepts are already done. Imagine how handsome they'll look. And they are right in the middle of recording as we speak. And get this, along with the new album next spring, BTS is kicking off a brand new world tour. That was the report. And I am screaming internally. Since they said spring, I was guessing somewhere between March and May. But seeing March in black and white just made my day. However, there was one tiny detail about filming the music video in America that made me tilt my head in confusion. Because, do you remember? Our cheeky Jungkook in that Weverse live right before his birthday live? He specifically told us he had no plans to go to America. And wouldn't you know it? Just a few hours later, a new report came out to clarify the mystery. It turns out the exact comeback date for our kings is still technically undecided. The agency told a sports newspaper on the 1st that they haven't locked in the date yet, but promised to tell us officially the moment it's set. That was the update, essentially calming down the frenzy just a little bit. Even though they denied the first report, saying it's undecided, actually gives me hope that a March surprise is still totally possible. Since it's scheduled for spring, I doubt they'd make us wait until late May. But I am dying to know the truth about that music video. Do you really think they'll fly all the way to America to film it? If they do, we might finally get to see that glorious sight of all 7 of them at the airport together again. Just look back at the journey. Jin returned to us on June 12th last year, after enlisting way back in December of 2022, followed by our Sunshine Hobie on October 17th, about 4 months later. Then, on June 10th of this year, Namjoon and V came home, followed the very next day, June 11th, by Jimin and Jungkook. And finally, on June 21st, Yoongi completed his service, and BTS became a complete, shining constellation once again. Our members were staying in LA, pouring their souls into this new album for next spring. And now, they have finally returned safely to Korea. What kind of legendary activities are they planning? When will they drop the tour dates? My heart is racing just thinking about it. I was so happy to share all these exciting updates and thoughts about our beloved members with you today. That is all the news I have for this time, my lovely friends. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this moment with me. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you here again.